let's... well, let me put the game on. Let's get back into it. We're gonna talk to... I guess we'll talk to Apollo. We'll talk to Pan last. I mean, technically we're gonna talk to Persephone last, but you know what I mean. Why are you brooding in a corner? What you doing, bro?
I thought this would be easier, but it's as if Persephone left instructions to thwart me. Every staff member I approach screams and runs off.
Is this okay?
I hope your search has been more successful. Every staff member I approach
It's probably fine. I think it's fine. I didn't even really get to hear what you said. Sure. This isn't your kind of place, is it? Can't you tell? He doesn't seem like the most sociable person in the world.
You don't come here often,
Got to
I'm
put
guessing?
my glove back on.
Never. I'm sure Persephone only sent the membership as a formality. I doubt she thought I'd ever use it.
Don't you ever have fun? No drinking or dancing in Apollo Land?
Apollo Land.
Once. When I had the muses to keep me company.
Do I want to flirt with Apollo? Is that something I want to do? I'm gonna be honest, not particularly. But I also just think it's really funny to flirt at any given possible moment, just because I think it's funny. I also just realized that the sound of the like of the nightclub music, every time there's like a beat, it gets a little blurry. I think that's fun. That's a fun little touch. I'm not gonna flirt with Apollo. I don't want to do that. At least not right now. Try living a little.
You know, fun doesn't just happen, Apollo.
Gotta make
It's
fun.
okay to not beat yourself up 100% of the time.
Yeah.
I know.
I know you know, but you're in a club. Live a little.
This
Go make some
style
friends.
of music is unfamiliar to me, but
That's
thank
fair.
you, Grace. I'll try my best.
Can you tell me about Persephone?
It might help if I knew more about Persephone.
Why does she hate you
It
so
couldn't
much?
hurt. What would you like to know exactly?
I asked my question. Actually, yeah. Why is everyone scared of Persephone? 'Cause she's big and powerful. Fertility goddess.
I thought she was just mad at me, but everyone seems afraid of Persephone.
Noticed that, did you? Persephone's angry with everyone,
Yeah.
and has been for a very long time. She has her reasons. I can't say she doesn't, but she does not let go of a grudge. 1,000 years could pass, and Persephone will remember what you did like it was yesterday.
Good. Good. Lovely. What's Persephone's story? I mean, I know her story pretty well.
What's Persephone's story?
But let's see
name
what
rings
the
a bell,
game's
but I
version
don't-
of the story is.
No doubt you've heard the tale of how Hades, lord of the underworld, kidnapped a young sweet goddess
Kidnapped.
and made her his wife.
That sweet young goddess was Persephone.
Core, technically.
Her
I'll shut up.
mother,
I'm sorry.
Demeter, was so enraged she blanketed the world in ice, rendering it barren and infertile. Zeus was forced to act. He decreed that Persephone would be shared between Demeter and Hades, and thus the matter was resolved.
Yep.
Well, you asked. That's her story, as the mortals
So
tell it.
what's the actual story, bro? So how much of that story is true?
So tell me,
Yeah, Persephone's not
how much
stupid.
of Persephone's legend is true?
Well, let's see. Hades did kidnap Persephone. That certainly did happen. The idols almost went to war over it until Zeus intervened and ordered Hades and Persephone to wed. That quieted things. At least until Persephone killed Hades.
What was that? She killed him?
Whoa.
As I understand it, Hades was not kind to her.
Pausing real quick. That makes me a little angry. Look, there's so many ways of... Look, I'm gonna go on a Greek mythology rant right now, and you're just gonna have to deal with it. I hate the telling of Persephone and Hades, where it's like he was awful to her and he kidnapped her, and just that, and Persephone was weak and naive and stupid, whatever. Persephone might have been naive because she was sheltered her entire life, but she was extremely smart. And it was the whole, so my version of the story, or like from what I've read and learned and whatever, is that I can't remember what I've read. I feel like it was, why do I feel like it was Zeus that kidnapped Persephone? I don't actually remember that. So that, you know what? Fair enough. Maybe that one is whatever. But the whole thing of like, so Zeus did in fact force Hades and Persephone to marry. But she also wanted to be there, and it was the thing of once Demeter found out about where Persephone was, she wanted her back. That's how winter came, turned the whole mortal realm to ice and snow, killed all the crops, mortals were dying, bad stuff. And Zeus was kind of like, okay, maybe we should probably give Persephone back. And then, but before Persephone left to go back to the mortal realm, Hades gave her a pomegranate, and a pomegranate with 4 seeds in it. And they were like, so this is the part where people usually, like, there's so many different tellings of this particular moment, where it was like, I was like, Hades tricked her into eating the pomegranate. I don't think you could really trick Persephone, because again, she may have been naive, but she was extremely clever. So she probably knew what eating the food from the underworld binds you to the underworld. And the 4 seeds signify the 4 months that she's away, I think. So she has to return to the underworld for 4 months after eating the fruit, which is winter and fall. Winter? Or is it fall and winter, or just, I think it's fall and winter. But yes. So that's the version of the story I like, because she did in fact want to go back to Hades, and I think that's fun. I like that story better. Game.
I'd like to say we handled it well.
I'm angry.
Zeus and the idols were mindful of what Persephone had been through, but that would be a lie. Persephone was punished for the murder, the
Yikes.
underworld taken from her, and we all stood by and let it happen. She has
I'm
never
getting that
forgiven
feeling.
us. And honestly, I can't blame her.
Not to be manipulative or anything, but maybe we can use this against her. So she was punished for the murder of Hades. Maybe we can use that and be like, but what if I'm innocent? You don't want to punish the wrong guy. You know, you were unjustly punished. You know what I mean? Look, I'm just throwing it out there. Okay, fine. We'll go with the story that Hades sucked. For now. Whatever. Yeah, something tells me that's not true. I don't blame her either.
If I were her, I'd be mad at you all too.
Yeah, that's fair.
Then you understand why things are difficult between us.
Has anyone apologized? So, yes. So Persephone murdered an idol?
Wait, Persephone killed another idol.
Oh, long time ago, yeah.
What about all of Athena's rules? Wouldn't Persephone have been, I don't know.
Executed? The murder of Hades is probably why we now have that rule. Back then, we heard Persephone had usurped Hades' throne, but we couldn't believe it. It just wasn't done. Now, of course, I look back and think we should have seen it coming. Oh, the benefit of hindsight.
Why didn't you see it coming? You're the god of prophecy.
When I look, I learned long ago not to.
That's edgy. So what did Persephone do next?
So what happened to Persephone after...
The murder?
Yeah, that.
She survived, like the rest of us. She got older, and when we came to the New World, I think she would have left us if it was allowed. It isn't, so instead she did as she pleased. She started a cult, became a crime boss.
Sure.
Oh, what?
It was after her last
heard her.
transition, but
Or you heard him.
honestly, I have no insight into anything Persephone does these days.
Well, anyway, I found some help.
I found someone who will bring me to Persephone.
Finally, I'll be right behind you.
You're coming with me? But I thought...
She seems even angrier with you than she is with me. I might be able to mediate.
Sure.
We'll see, I guess.
Well, we're actually gonna go talk to Pan first. If you want to tag along, I guess. Sup, bro? How goes it? He looks like he's talking to someone. He looks like he's flirting with someone.
As I live and breathe.
Sup?
If it isn't our dear Muse.
He also sounds familiar, but I
Hi, Pam.
can't place the voice.
Tell me, have you decided to leave your troubles behind and join us in the land of shadows and revelry?
What do you mean by that, bro? Yeah, what you doing here, man?
I'm guessing it's a total coincidence that I'm running into you here.
I don't know,
It
man. This
must
seems like a
be.
place that he would like
the
to hang out.
alternative would be that I knew a great many things ahead of time.
Well, did you?
Do I look like an oracle? I am here to listen to thrilling music and meet delicious people. My tastes are simple.
Fair enough, I guess.
Speaking of simple tastes, my glass is empty again. The service here is appalling.
Sure. You come here
I
often?
assume you're a regular at this club?
And
It's a
why
nightclub.
would you assume that?
God
dear
of mischief.
Grace?
The horns, you... Do you
Yeah.
know Persephone well?
There is no knowing Persephone well. She won't have it. Not anymore.
Not anymore?
Long ago, we were all very different. Over the span of ages, however, even mountains erode.
Why does everyone insist on talking in the most fucking cryptic ways possible? Yeah, thanks for the address,
thank
I
you.
guess.
For the address. It's what led me here.
No need to thank me. You'll owe me.
Yeah, no,
Remember.
I got that, which is
How
why
you
I'm not sure why
managed
we
to
thanked
stir
you.
the sun god from his oh so tiresome gloom, I cannot imagine. Nicely done.
Thanks. I mean, so he probably knew that they were together and he would probably be brooding somewhere. You knew I'd find him? I mean, again, that's not that
Did
surprising.
you know Apollo would be at that apartment?
However would I know something like that?
See, you play innocent, but I just don't believe you.
Flatterer.
Okay. How can I trust you?
The things you say,
Very good
the things
question.
you don't say. You don't make yourself seem trustworthy. You know that?
Trust is for the weak and the penniless.
That's not something you should say.
Still not helping.
Yeah.
Why, Grace, are you assuming that I, Pan, am some sort of scoundrel?
Yes. Oh, hoping, maybe. Look, Pan's funny. I don't want to flirt with Pan. Again, at least not yet. You could be a murderer. Yeah, seems
It's
so.
more that I'm stating it outright.
That's what I'm saying.
Rejected twice in a row. How will I ever recover from such insult, I ask you?
I'm sure you'll manage.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what to tell you, Grace. Even an idol needs to get by.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
I
leave.
should get going. I'm sure I'll see you soon.
One can only hope.
So why can't we talk to Apollo again? I want to redo this one just Because, like, why is this an option still?
Are we not going to see Persephone?
I mean, we are.
I thought you found a way to her.
But yes, I don't know, there was an option! Time to go to Persephone. Are we going with Hermes?
I should get going. Persephone awaits.
Right behind you.
Oh, okay. For some reason, that's just still an option. Okay, let's go! This will be good. Time to go. Everything will go just the way we want it to. Okay. Yeah, see, now is the time that I really, really regret picking aggressive and not clever. Hey, how you doing?
If you're angry with anyone, Persephone, be angry with me. It was I who...
I will deal with you later.
Hey.
I was willing to leave you be, Grace. To wait until your guilt was certain. And yet here you are, in my domain, uninvited. Why? Are you here to beg for mercy? Are you here to challenge me? Should I be afraid?
I'm here to make you sing, actually. Yeah, I really want to know that. I really do want to fight, though. See, this is what I'm talking about. Call me crazy, I don't think she cares. But I feel like I should be just direct. Because I feel like she's not going to give me a whole lot of options to speak. So I should just hurry up and get to the point.
This isn't a challenge, Persephone. I have questions.
Questions for me? Good. Because I have questions for you.
Sure.
Do you really expect us to believe that Calliope chose you?
Yes.
What's the real story? Did you stumble across her as she lay dying and desperate? Are you an accident? Did you learn what she was? Did you torture her, hold her at the point of death until she agreed to hand over her eidolon?
I take it back. I want to fight.
You have every reason to try to prove your innocence,
Why do you
Grace,
think that?
but I have no reason to help you.
Yeah, fuck this. Is it? You know what? Nah, I'm gonna be. Fuck this. I've had enough.
That's it. I'm done talking.
Grace, I don't think this...
Forget it, Apollo. She's spoiling for a fight, so why not give it to her?
So it's a challenge after all.
It wasn't, but you made it to be. Are we dancing? You're going to the middle of the dance floor. What? What do...
You hear that?
Something tells me this is going to be the only way we can actually get her to listen to us, though.
You want answers? Fight for them.
Okay, so never mind. This is not the way I thought we were fighting. I should have known better. My bad.
You shouldn't have come here.
Forgot what game we're playing.
And I sure ain't in the mood to make new friends. Go home, little girl. The shadows drawing near. And you all alone. We both know how this ends. Let's see how far she bends.
Ooh,
We all
yeah, that's
know
good.
how this ends.
Play to the audience. If we could get the audience to turn against her, perhaps.
Hope everyone's having a great night.
Well, that's not the way that I thought this was going.
This evening's sacrifice. But I'll see what I can do. You deserve a good show. Big hand for your usual MC. She's planned a brutal takedown just for me. Hopefully I'll last a couple rounds. You deserve a good show. I won't let you down.
My, we caught a butterfly, such a delicate thing. What a find, I hope she doesn't mind when we pull off her wings.
Yep.
Maybe you don't know who I am. Maybe you don't know who I am.
Just do this one, I guess, for now. None of...
I don't know anyone, I'm new.
This is good. We're changing the scenery. That's
What's your
good.
name? What do you do?
That's the thing with the front row. the show.
How keen
They're liking me.
Knee deep in a grave. Works the crowd, wrapped in a shroud, a corpse in a cave. Maybe you don't know who I am. Maybe you don't know who I
Can't say I don't know who you
am.
are. Some sort of golden age type star. You've never really been on my radar. Before my time, a discontinued line.
Damn.
Don't you have any idea what you're dealing with, child?
No, which is why I'm asking.
Surprise, surprise. Coins on your eyes. Give them to the ferryman.
Ooh.
Get it in your little head. You're spitting at the queen.
Is it? I'm just gonna keep playing to the audience because I feel like that's working somehow.
Out of interest, is anyone here dead? No one? Yeah, that's probably what I would have said. Hey, let's prove that we're alive.
It just feels like we're not gonna win if we take her on head on because she seems so thick-headed.
Here we go.
So.
On the left
I'm gonna do
now.
this one.
Come on.
I don't know if she'll like this, but
How long since you heard something new? Or is that piece of you dead and buried in this cemetery? You ate a bad seed. That's not on me.
she got a point.
Rotten too long, blossomed all wrong.
We change shape. In time, you'll see we all rot away into who we will be. Your youth wasn't stolen like it was from me.
Let me help you.
Don't touch me.
Okay.
I don't need help from any of you. I was alone when you know who kidnapped and crushed all my
Don't say you understand.
dreams till amuse. I just want Calliope back.
She's in me. I like this one. I think we're winning this, guys. I think we're doing good.
Your Majesty, do you understand who I am?
She lives on.
Who I am.
I don't know. That felt like a W to me. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Just tell me one
So
thing.
besties?
What prompted this little visit of yours?
All right,
we went
that's
to
a good start.
Calliope's apartment, and we know that you own it.
I see. Follow me then.
Fuck yeah! All right, it's a start. We didn't. It's a good start.
Calliope came to me years ago. She'd grown tired of arguing with the idols, tired of being branded a troublemaker. She couldn't watch the idols wither away without a fight. I knew how she felt. So I gave her the apartment.
Well, they seemed like they knew each other really well, especially because during the song she says she just wants Calliope back, so. Yeah, how well did you know? Yeah, I'm just gonna say this one because, like, you just gave her an
So you
apartment.
must know better than anyone what she's been up to.
Not exactly. Calliope and I haven't spoken for at least 2 years.
Never fucking mind.
After I heard the news, I went to the apartment and turned it upside down. I had to know the truth.
Ah, so
That was you?
you.
I didn't find anything. Nothing to say what she had been involved with, or gotten into, or who she might have been fighting with.
Let's not accuse her right now. You still think I
So
did
what
it?
now? Do you still think I'm guilty?
The jury's still out on whether Calliope chose you, but do I think you killed her? No.
I'll take it.
If it wasn't Grace, that means someone else was behind Calliope's death. Someone who could keep their involvement hidden.
I don't know, like Athena maybe?
One of us.
Look, out of everyone, she looks the most sinister. Again, that could also just be that the subconscious is just like, that seems super obvious because of how sinister she looks. You know, so again, we're putting that in the archives. I forgot about the archives. I forgot about Freddy. I need to know more about Freddy. Forgot about her. Solid second. Shouldn't we tell Athena?
Couldn't we go to Athena with this? If you've changed your minds
Well,
and
that's not what I
you're
meant.
both part of the chorus,
Athena would be sympathetic, but the die has been cast.
She won't go back on the edict, not without clear evidence.
Yeah, right.
oh, now you want evidence.
She acted on the information she had. If we want to sway her, we need something better.
All right. Must it be an
Does
idol?
it have to be an idol? You thought I killed Calliope. Couldn't it have been some other mortal?
Despite how he might look, it's not a simple matter to kill an idol.
It was difficult enough to believe you had done it.
I was like, then why were
Another
you
mortal
so?
killed her. They somehow escaped detection. We found nothing, no evidence of a battle.
You looked?
Of course we looked. What do you think was happening while you waited? If
I don't
Calliope
know.
was attacked
No one
elsewhere,
explained anything.
even magic revealed no trace of it.
I mean, are we that surprised,
wait.
Grace?
Did you say magic?
You can battle me through a song in a world of your
That's
own
what I'm
creation.
saying.
And yet magic is beyond belief?
Well, sure. I just thought.
You know what? That's
we have
fair.
our powers just as you have yours.
Hush.
I can grow a field of corn like nobody's business.
Hell yeah.
Some would say our powers are also magic, but true magic is a different and older power.
Hecate.
Hecate's domain.
And it was
Okay.
of no use here.
We shouldn't rule it out. We haven't tried everything yet.
Oh, please let Hecate actually be a character that I can meet. If anyone's gonna be romanceable. Just throwing it out there. Anyways, did Calliope have enemies?
Did Calliope have any enemies? The way you talk about her, she must have. What?
What?
What am I missing?
Calliope had a way of making people angry. She could be argumentative.
My
Yes,
kind of
but
person.
enough to make enemies who wanted her dead?
Not that you or I know of, apparently, but
People have
that
killed
doesn't mean they
for
didn't
less,
exist.
for very small things. I'm gonna throw this out there, and I'm sure you're gonna get real pissed off at me, but I need to throw it into the universe.
What about Athena? She seemed awfully insistent on declaring me guilty, don't you think?
Athena?
The goddess of
No,
wisdom.
Athena follows the rules.
Well,
Athena has one goal and one goal only: to protect the idols.
Uh-huh.
And that included Calliope.
But
Will
if
eventually drive us
Calliope
all
was
mad with her
threatening
vigilance,
the
but
idols,
break her own rules? I don't see it.
if Calliope was, or if Athena saw Calliope as a threat to the idols, she would have used that as an excuse. It'd be like, yes, this is me protecting them. Look, again, I don't have any evidence to this. I'm just saying that perhaps we should just, keep the archives available. You know what I mean? What about Pan? That guy's weird.
What about Pan? He showed up at my place out of nowhere, right after I left the chorus.
He did what?
I have to wonder what his angle is.
Was that not
He
common
has
knowledge?
one, that's for
My
certain.
bad.
Though I've never thought of him as a killer. It would be too messy.
Still, we should consider the idea. For him to show up so quickly is odd.
I don't think he did it, but he might know something. Which is why we owe him a favor. I don't want to... I'm gonna be honest, I don't want to say this because I think they're fine. I think we're good now. Again, look, I still have trust issues, so like... Maybe, but like, I think you're fine. That's just pointless.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do. You know the idols. Don't you have any ideas?
I told you I wouldn't be of much help, Grace.
Did you now? That's unsurprising.
Uh-oh.
When are you ever of help to anyone but yourself?
Says the woman who forced Grace to challenge her rather than answer a simple question.
Calliope died, Apollo. Calliope, who came with us all the way from the old world.
You think I don't know that? Are you forgetting what the Muses meant to me?
Uh-oh. I'm gonna be honest, I feel like I should just keep letting them because I want information. So if you guys are gonna spill information in your fit of rage, that's chill with me. I don't have the option to say nothing though, so. We're not giving up.
Well, I'm not giving up. That's right. You heard me.
Hell yeah.
Maybe it's easy for you to throw in the towel. Why
one-time
not?
aggressive
Your life
choice.
isn't at stake. But I'm gonna fight. If I have to kick every ass on Olympus, I am getting through this.
Fuck yeah. Oh, we're singing now. Hell yeah. You know what? This seems like a singable moment.
Calliope, I'm listening now. Tell us what end you were doomed to.
Calliope, blinded by fire, one match did you strike that consumed you.
So that's supposed to be her?
How could you blame her? What could she have done to earn such a fate? You are blinded.
God of the sun hides from his own eyes. What would you know about fate?
Damn.
You say that you know her, she was family to us, yet you don't hesitate to accuse her. Oh, queen without a throne, go bitter with fury. Not everyone seeks to betray.
Let's calm down and think about things clearly, guys. This isn't helping.
There is something missing we're blinded to.
Yes, there's more to seek.
Apollo, your help is not needed here.
Oh,
Go
God.
ahead and abandon another muse.
How could you throw that gauntlet at me? Could your heart
Oh, God, here we go.
shrivel any further?
You abandoned me to
Of
a terrible fate.
You replay your injuries till
far
it's too late.
You know how far I bent
I
before
am
I
trapped.
snapped.
This is not
I'm not going to.
enough. This helps no one.
There he is, God of the
Nope.
sun.
I'm not saying shit.
Aren't you a queen with all
I'm not picking.
that
You both are being unreasonable.
Stop looking for a fight. These old
Did you just make one for me? I mean, I guess that's fair.
behind you, you can't see yourselves. He doesn't know what's important.
And you do.
Follow him or stay.
I don't want. I don't. No. I don't know, dog. Okay, so it literally just makes the choice for me. Okay, cool.
That was not my finest moment. Persephone will never let this go.
Maybe if y'all talked it out. I thought we knew what that was all about. What was that all about?
What the hell was that? You were one step away from full
Oh, you meant that.
thunder and lightning.
Yeah, why
Old habits die hard.
did you get
Especially
so
around my
upset?
family. That's why I've tried to avoid my fellow idols for so long. I don't like who I am when I'm with them.
No, that's fair. Hell, if you know that there's some people that just bring out the worst of you, perhaps you just shouldn't be around each other.
I know what you mean. I'll be 14 around my parents forever.
Try living in their house for 1,000 years.
Ooh, no thanks.
At least coming here was useful. You have a better idea of where to start looking, right?
Look, even if the game kind of made me, or like made the choice for me, I'm not angry at this choice because like, I don't know. Persephone seems like someone who's going to be extremely hard to get along with, so. Is Athena really not an option?
I have to ask, is Athena really not an option? She wouldn't see what you see? At all?
I respect Athena.
I meant an option
She
for a
has dragged
suspect,
us
but that's
into
fair.
the modern age, sometimes kicking and screaming. She's why we're alive. But if I said that her need to keep us safe didn't drive her to extremes, I'd be lying. You represent a risk, Grace. To her, that is more important than any notion of compassion or justice.
That's such a weird thing. How am I a risk?
I'm not that much of a risk, am I? I won't explode. What's the worst that could happen?
The worst is that we could be admitting either a murderer or a usurper into our ranks.
How awful.
She's protecting an idea as much as a physical reality. It's true. To her, there is no difference.
Yeah, so you're still helping
I
me?
thought you'd decide that getting me into the underworld was enough.
What? Bring you to Persephone and then shrug? Not my problem now?
Yeah, actually. Look, not to be a dick or anything, but that's exactly what I thought you were gonna do. Isn't that your thing?
From what everyone says about you, isn't that your thing?
Ouch.
Sorry, I guess I don't know you well enough to say that.
That's fine. You're not wrong, Grace.
I mean, I guess he did speak up for me
But I'm
in front of
trying.
Athena, so you know what?
Where do we look then?
Fair enough.
I need to give it some thought. This won't be easy. If another idol is behind this, they know as well. They had a plan.
So you don't know where to look next?
I need time to sort it out. Just be patient, Grace.
You're fine, bro.
Is there anything I can do in the meantime? Someplace I can look?
Don't you want to relax? You haven't rested since this began.
Relax? Who can relax? I've been sentenced to death,
Yeah.
Apollo.
Fair point. Even so, go home, Grace.
God damn it.
The next time you see me, I'll have a better notion of what to do.
I feel like splitting up right now is a bad
Fine.
idea.
But I'm holding you to that.
He's growing on me. I like him. You good? You're gonna go brood? God of the Sun remained at Apollo's sides. Act 2. Hey,
Hey, Freddy.
this feels familiar.
Have you been waiting up this whole time?
Yeah? A goat man sends you off into the night. Your life is on the line. And I'm gonna, what, sleep?
That's fair.
I was so worried after you left, and well, I also felt like crap. You were right to be mad. I said I'd support you as your friend, and I didn't. I don't know why I acted like that. I just had this image of you being swept off into some new world without me.
No. I'll never leave you behind. Look, I know this is a flirty option, but I'll never leave you behind.
I'll never leave you behind, Freddy. You know that, right?
I'm still ready and willing to be your high priestess, if that's what it takes.
If you could just help me get through this next week, that'd be plenty.
Yeah.
Deal. Why don't you start by telling me what happened tonight?
Look, I feel bad for suspecting her
Persephone
still,
runs a
because
club
she's by
called
all
the
means really nice.
Underworld. That's a little on the nose.
I wouldn't suggest saying that to her face.
And you ended up siding with Apollo?
Yeah.
Order the sun god of prophecy? Do you trust him?
I think so. This is actually, yeah. I think so.
I'm not sure. I think so. It doesn't seem like he's lying, but he's hard to read.
Famous last words.
Tell me about it.
So, what are your options? You need to go back to Apollo's place, right?
I could go back to the underworld. Make sure Persephone isn't taking my decision personally.
Oh, and, there's this. Pan left a card. Says, come by Olympus. I doubt he means the mountain in Greece.
I just spoke to him.
I just spoke to him at the underworld. If he wanted something, why didn't he just talk to me there?
Because he's creepy and wants to get you alone.
Still not a fan?
You know how some people just set your teeth on edge? That's Pan. I can't help it. But
I mean, that's
it
fair.
Doesn't matter. I said I'd help, and that's what I'll do. You can count on me, Grace.
Thanks, Freddie.
The muse? Oh, the embodiment of inspiration. Can you believe it?
Yeah, kinda.
Jeez. I should talk to Apollo or go see what Pan wants. Let's go talk to Persephone, actually. Look. Trying to play the in-between. We're gonna go talk to Persephone. Hey, you pissed off at me again?
As I recall, Grace, when I said stay or leave, you chose to leave. If it wasn't clear,
Not everything has to be a
I don't give
battle.
second chances. Or did you have some other reason for darkening my doorstep?
Can't you just be reasonable? I feel like this one might be bad. But I wanted to see you.
I wanted to see you again. Make sure there were no hard feelings.
Oh, so it's a social visit then. Oh, let me be clear. There are no hard feelings. There are no feelings at all.
Yeah, I'm gathering that.
You came, you got what you wanted, you left. Wherever you need to go next, I'm sure Apollo can take you.
We could still be buddies.
There's nothing stopping us from being friends. We don't need to be allies.
As I said before, I'm still not convinced of your innocence. I'd say that stops us from being friends, Grace.
Really? Still?
Yeah,
Either
really?
you're guilty, in which case you won't be here long, or you're innocent, and we can speak after the trial. One last word of advice
I guess.
before you go. If you want to survive, don't look to anyone else for help. Not Apollo, not Pan, not even me.
Why?
You walked away from my offer, and I respect that. Make your choices and live with them.
That felt like foreshadowing. Make your choices and live with them. Look, the time choices stressed me out, okay? Fuck. I'd rather go talk to Apollo first, because, I trust Apollo more than I trust Pan. Yeah, it's saying or, so I assume it's literally a one or the other. So let's go talk to Apollo. What's up?
Ah, Grace, you're back.
Why don't you ever have a
That's
shirt
good.
on?
I was just about to call you.
He means he wants me to call you because Paul here still hasn't figured out how to use a phone.
That's not true. I know how. I just don't like them. They're confusing. Anyhow, I've been contemplating our list of
So sad.
suspects, and I think Pan is someone we need to consider.
But not Athena? Hold on, what about this? What about phones? Yeah, hold on. What's this about phones?
Wait. You don't like phones?
I just don't like talking to people I can't see.
Does it freak
No,
you out
it's
or
the
something?
ringtones. They scare the crap out of him. I kid you not.
I'm not frightened. Only a child would be frightened. They're just very loud.
Oh,
Yeah.
Can we return to the subject of Pan,
sad. No.
please?
You know what? Fair enough, bro. All right. I thought you discounted Pan.
Why Pan? I thought you'd rejected
I
him
keep
as a
getting
suspect.
journal entry.
Persephone did.
I haven't seen.
But I've had
I
time
journal.
to think it over. Pan is a schemer, a traitor in favors. He always has been. His sudden appearance in all this cannot be coincidental.
That I do
You
agree
think
with.
he could have killed Calliope after all?
That I don't.
Perhaps. Or he knows who did and is trying to turn it to his benefit. He always knows more than he pretends.
You should know. Pan asked me to meet him at Olympus. I'm not sure why.
Wait, he wants to see you again? I don't like this.
Yeah, that's why I came here first, because I didn't either. I wouldn't say that. Me neither.
Neither do I. He decided I owe him a favor after he came to my apartment.
That sounds about right for him. Aphrodite is holding a party of sorts, one you should attend. She is closest to
Define
Pan.
party.
Indeed, she knows almost all the idols. If anyone is up to something, she's bound to know.
Hold on, wait. I want to... What's this journal we keep talking about? Oh. Should I be reading this? Is there gonna be... Oh god, I really don't want to read all of these individually. Fuck. Edge of Elysium is her band. This is what I'm talking about. She's using Greek mythology names. I don't know, man. Look, Freddy seems very nice. I am also one of the things that's also in the Freddy archive folder is I feel like she's trying to separate Grace from everybody. Is that just me? So like the panda thing, I get that. Weird dude, you know what I mean? But as soon as she brought up Apollo, she was also just like, yeah, famous last words, like, that you trust him type of thing. And I was just like, okay. Sure. Oh, wait. What I wasn't expecting was that... I'm not reading all of this. I'm just kind of skimming through it. Because all of this is way too much to read all in one go. What I wasn't expecting was that Freddy would lash out at Pan the way she did. What's wrong with her? First, she says she'll support me, no questions asked. And the next, she's demanding I choose between her and Pan. So crazy. And of course, Freddy was waiting up when I got back from the underworld. She apologized for how things went down with Pan during the song. But honestly, I get it now. My power draws the good and the bad out of people. And I don't always get to choose which it will be. At any rate, it's good that I have Freddy at my side during all of this. Haha, yeah, it's so good. The archive folder grows thicker. I don't want to read all of these. Did she know this was going to happen? Oh, she most definitely did. Because she literally came... I don't know why we haven't told anybody about the first conversation we had with her, where she quite literally said she's reaping what she sowed. I'm just saying. Calliope was angry at how the idols had lost their way and apparently argued with everyone a lot, which doesn't sound like the Calliope I met at all. If it's true, it means she wasn't the most popular idol, and there may be more suspects than I imagined. Fascinating. I didn't consider that Apollo sure is the one who told us that, and she didn't seem all that argumentative, but she also seemed pretty burnt out when we met her. Like, again, because she said reaping what she sowed. She seemed pretty like, yeah, this is it. Apparently, after arguing with the idols, making everyone angry, Calliope finally left Olympus, and that's what she became friends with Persephone, who gave her the apartment. However, Persephone says they haven't spoken in 2 years, so she doesn't know what Calliope's been doing lately either. So she lost touch with both Persephone and Apollo? Wild. Here, let's just read the important ones for now. Love you, Hermes. You're fantastic, but... yeah, love you, Hermes, but, you're not at the top of my suspicious list. However, let's see. Yeah, the goddess of wisdom. But how does that work? Is it a power of hers? Does she just know things? That's actually a really good question. How does that work in this game? She's supposed to be really powerful, but how exactly? Mostly she just seems like my mom. Or anyone's mom. Does she? I guess. Maybe that... Look at her face. Tell me that's not the most sinister face you've ever seen in your life. Look, no one who is actually friendly tries to perceive them that hard as being friendly. Does that make sense? You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Okay, I'm gonna continue. Maybe that's what she is to the idols, a mom who's looking. I'm still questioning where the hell Zeus and Hera are in all of this. Blah, 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 because things always go her way. Yeah? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe she's the cool mom, or maybe she'll keep smiling when she smothers me with a pillow. See, that's what I'm saying. If she's thousands of years old and I'm basically nothing in comparison, and maybe she killed Calliope, and that's what makes me an annoyance, because that means her murder didn't quite take. But then, why give the chance to prove myself? That is true. I mean, it would also have looked really suspicious if she hadn't. If she really wanted me dead, couldn't she have just said, nope, no vote. Let's nip this in the bud. Athena, yeah, but again, that would have been suspicious. Athena really seems like the type to do that, right? Idols are so confusing. Persephone laughed when I asked if Athena might be a suspect. Like the suggestion was ridiculous. Athena's entire existence is based on protecting the idols, and apparently she'd never break her own rules. She sounds so fun. Yeah, again, that could be taken as if she saw Calliope as a threat to the idols, because it seemed like she was trying to change the rules somehow. She could have very well been like, this is me protecting the idols. Which could also be why she wanted to kill Grace so badly, because she said that if they kill Grace, it means Calliope's line would end. And maybe that's exactly what she wants. Let's see. What did Athena say about Persephone? She's the queen of the underworld. Had to look it up, but that's basically the idol version of hell. Does that mean it's a real place? Like you die and go to the underworld? Or maybe that only happens to idols? Mind you, Athena didn't exactly say Persephone was the queen of the underworld, did she? She said once the queen of the underworld. So she isn't any longer. Yeah, I got that. So I feel like I need to read these every time, like in between. Just because it seems like with each choice, I get more information. According to the Oracle, Persephone owns the apartment Calliope was living in. So they knew each other? They were close? I guess she's next on my list of idols to talk to. Though I have a feeling she's not going to be very happy to see me. Apollo gave me the lowdown on Persephone. Apparently the whole story about how she was kidnapped by Hades, Lord of the Underworld, is more or less true. He made Persephone his bride against her will, and the other idols did squat to stop them. What the stories don't mention is how she later killed Hades and took his throne, only to have that throne taken away by other idols as punishment for the murder. Persephone's pretty pissed about it still, and honestly, who wouldn't be? Yeah, okay, I just said I didn't want to read all this. Well, so much for that. I went back to the underworld hoping to mend things a bit with Persephone after I left with Apollo, but I guess she's not having it. Yeah, I don't get the sense we're enemies or anything, but I don't suppose I'll be getting more help from her anytime soon. Whatever. Okay, I'll read more of these later. I don't want to spend so much time reading Oh. Hello. Oh, you picked Apollo too? In retrospect, I didn't mean to pick Apollo. I kind of just, I don't know, a time choice really scared me. I threw up my hands and went, I don't want to choose either. But I'm not unhappy about the choice. Persephone was just a little unreasonable. Oh, right. Yeah, this is the question I want to know. Define party.
What do you mean by a party of sorts? I mean, I'm
Yeah.
always down for a party, but
What kind of party?
It's more of a remembrance than a party, really. It's
Wait, why'd you call it a party then? That's very
difficult to
different.
describe.
that's awfully vague, Apollo.
He
It'll
always
be easier
is.
to see for yourself. It's nothing you can't handle.
Uh-huh. Remembrance for who? In Greek mythology, who was... Aphrodite was married to Ares, right? Was it Ares or Hephaestus? I never know. Ah, you let the game decide then. Yeah. I kind of was hoping that it would be kind of like Detroit Become Human, where like if you don't make a choice, it just like you just straight up don't say anything. That's what I thought was gonna happen, but alas, it did not. Yeah, why can't you talk to Aphrodite?
You know Aphrodite better than I do. Can't you talk to her?
Well, talking to Aphrodite isn't something anyone does with much success these days.
Well, if
Yeah,
that's the
I'm
case,
sensing a theme.
What makes you think I'll get anywhere?
There's a standing invitation for the Muse to attend this party. Calliope never went, so Aphrodite will be thrilled to see you.
Are you
Trust me.
sure?
If I thought you couldn't get her to talk, I wouldn't suggest it.
Okay, I guess I could just talk to Pan. Why don't we just go do that together? You know what I mean?
I still have that invitation from Pan. Maybe it'd be easier if I just went to see him.
You could, but would you believe anything he had to say?
You make some fair
Well,
points.
I could always beat the truth out of him.
She also makes some
Whatever
good
you
points.
do, be careful. I still think Aphrodite is our best bet.
Okay, I'll go. Eventually.
Perfect. I will see you there.
Why don't you come with me to go see Pan first?
Paul, you should see this.
Uh-oh.
The names you wanted me to look up are getting weird results.
I don't doubt it. I was hoping you could...
Get over here!
What the fuck?
No worries, Paul. I'll see you later.
Wait, I want to know what that's about. That
Lost girl,
Yeah, okay.
lost girl. I know I'm not a lost girl, but this is all new.